All right, y'all, what's up? It's your girl Leash.
I'm Tiff.
And Tiffany. I don't even really know how to start this.
It's going to be, you guys are about to be so
blown away. First of all, I want to
away.
let you guys know that we really, really, really appreciate you. So much so that we literally scoured the ends of the earth of Atlanta.
Yes.
We scoured the ends of Atlanta to find our amazing expert today.
Yes, an expert.
All
right.
So you guys sent us this question in several forms. We have been literally sitting on this question for about 2 months.
Well, we talked about it a while ago.
Right.
Yeah, we had an episode up where we talked about it, and we got a lot of feedback on it because I think that we just didn't have the right.
Yeah, I don't know.
We didn't have the right platform to really discuss it from.
Right.
We didn't have any experience.
Right. And I think that it's one of those topics that needs to be addressed in our community.
Absolutely.
Because I think that it is a topic that really is. I mean, it's something that's clearly it's going on.
Yeah.
Right? Clearly it's going on. Clearly there is a community of people that are living their lives this way. But it's one of those situations where, in our community, it's taboo. Or you don't really want to talk about it, but it needs to be addressed, especially when you're in a city where it's 18-1.
Men to women.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think that there's any other way for us to have really answered this properly or correctly without having someone who's an expert.
Yeah.
So so we said all that.
Yes.
We said all that to introduce. We have a fantastic, wonderful sister here from Atlanta. Kiara is in the building.
Thanks, guys.
So Kiara also has her own platform.
Yes.
So we do want to let you guys know that. So the things that we're going to talk about now, if you need any other questions answered, please go to her because she's going to be the one that's going to be able to answer it in depth.
And where can people find you?
It's actually my husband and I. We are the Ruffs. You can find us on Instagram by searching Rufftalk247, as well as on YouTube. We are Rufftalk247 on there as well. So.
And that's Ruff RUFF.
Yes, sorry, RUFF.
Like the last name. Beautiful. Okay, and Alicia.
All right. So
what are we gonna talk about today?
Look, I have to get notes, y'all. We got notes. Y'all never see me hearing notes. So the question is, what is polyamory? Okay, so Kiara, you and your husband live a polyamorous lifestyle, correct? Okay, so what is polyamory?
For everybody, first and foremost, there is no one set way to be poly. Everybody's poly is different. But for my husband and I, being poly just basically means having that freedom to be able to connect with other people, whether it's spiritually, physically, emotionally, sexually, whatever. It's that freedom to be able to, I know that I'm married, happily married, but it's that freedom to be able to say, okay, I have a connection with you. I like you. That may turn into love. It may turn into a physical connection, a physical relationship, but it's that freedom to be able to date or interact with other people outside of our marriage.
Okay, so you are married.
I am. 6
years.
Long?
6 years.
6 happy years.
6 happy years, okay. And
that's
a blessing. And do y'all have children?
We have one.
You have one child. Okay, is it a girl or boy?
Little girl.
A little girl. And how old is your child?
She's 10.
She's 10. Okay, so has she been around? She's y'all. It's together. It's not your kid or.
Yes, it's my daughter.
Oh, your daughter. Okay.
Yes. My husband has been in her life for the past 7 years.
Okay.
So he's all that she knows.
Okay.
She has his last name and everything. So that's his baby. He don't know no different. That's my daughter. So.
Okay, excellent. And is she aware of your lifestyle or no?
She is. She doesn't understand the definition of it. But she definitely knows that her daddy has a girlfriend, and that that I've gone on dates and I had a boyfriend. So
okay, cool. Okay, so we also have the question about polygamy. So is there a difference between polyamory and polygamy?
Absolutely. Polyamory, like I said, is that freedom to be able to connect with other people. My husband does have a girlfriend. He tells her he loves her, stuff like that. They are in a monogamous polyamorous relationship. Polygamy, she's not my girlfriend. We are not, swingers. We don't all have sex. We don't have threesomes. That's his relationship outside of he and I.
But could you share the same lover? If you were bisexual.
If I wanted to, yes.
You could.
But that's not my interest, is to share anybody with him.
Okay.
but polygamy is more so having more than one wife.
Okay.
Of course, it is illegal. I know that there's some people who will enter into like a contract instead of.
It's illegal in Georgia?
Polygamy is illegal everywhere.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You can't marry more than one person.
Not even in Utah? What about the man who got the wives in Utah?
I don't know.
Well, they actually. Well, I used to live in Utah. Okay. But it's not. I think the reason why so many people think that polygamy is associated with Utah is because they have an LDS. That is the main religion in Utah.
Like Mormon?
Yes, Mormon LDS. Yes. Mm-hmm. And most polygamy couples are LDS, but a lot of those couples that you see are actually like on the outskirts in like Colorado and stuff like that.
I lived in Colorado.
So
I'm glad I didn't see that because I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, they're like on the outskirts, like those communities that, you know, live together and wear like the Little House on the Prairie, just stuff like that. Yeah, they're their own little community.
Wow.
Wait a minute, and I'm not trying to be like, and I gotta look y'all in the camera. I'm not trying to be like ridiculous. But it's fascinating to me that you can marry the same sex, but you cannot marry more.
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
That makes no sense.
Right.
That is, well, you should do like the gays then start like a movement.
Yeah, I think that's crazy because we were actually watching, what is it, Finding a Sister Wife or something like that on TLC. Mm-hmm. And it was a couple, and I want to say...
Was it the black guy with the locks? Because I saw...
No, they're in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah.
It was a white guy, and he had 3 wives. And they all decided to move into the same house, and they had to have a conversation with their kids to let them know, like, don't tell the neighbors where, you know, that this is your mom, or, you know what I mean? Like, you have to say that this is your aunt, and this is, you know, you can't tell them that all 3 of them are my wives. So
that is so interesting.
Wow.
It's illegal.
How do you trust your kids with that kind of information too? They must have been older kids.
They ranged from like teenage to
adult.
2, 3.
Oh,
yeah, they weren't very young at all. Yeah, the oldest may have been like 16, 17.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just putting this out there. I think if you can marry the same sex, you should be able to have multiple wives.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense to my mind.
I agree. For people to marry who they want to
marry, then they should be able to marry who they want to marry. There shouldn't be any like type of contingencies or exclusions. It should be free. That's what the country is built upon anyway. Freedom of whatever.
The idea is that if you're in this situation and you've been doing this for many, many years, you want to have the same legal protection as anyone else. Right?
Absolutely.
You would be, entitled to alimony or child support.
Exactly. Social Security, whatever.
Being able to do all of those things.
Wow. Well, you see school notes already. Yeah. I did not know that. I thought it, but okay, what about if it's religious? If you're like Muslim and I'm not saying all Muslims are, I'm not even trying to like say that's who does it, but some religions, could they do it based on their religion?
I don't know, but I don't think so. Wow. I think that if you have more than one wife, then... But I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'll have to look into that.
Shame on you, America. Picking and choosing what you want to make legal.
Right. We know how that's like.
Right.
But how did you, Kiara, choose this lifestyle?
It actually, my husband and I started out monogamous for maybe 3 years. And then so we've kind of been dabbling in the poly lifestyle for about half and half. It actually, let him tell it. He'll say that I brought it up. He says that I told him that I think it was during sex. And he said that I told him that I would like for him to have a girlfriend, or I would like to see him with another woman. I don't remember, so I can't say if that's true or not. But it kind of started out with the threesomes, and then we tried swinging, and that was an absolute no-go.
Why?
Because with swinging, typically it's couple and couple.
Oh, yes.
Somebody's going to have to take an L for the team, and it's not going to be me.
Wait, what do you mean?
So the one couple that we tried it with, it was a husband and wife. Okay. And my husband was not attracted to the female. Oh. The husband was attracted. Yes. And so he was just like, no.
So that's where the L comes in.
Yes.
Someone is taking the L.
Someone's taking the L. It's not going to be Kiara.
Right.
So then it kind of turned into,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was no-go. So then it kind of turned into, we started kind of picking up the threesome thing again, and then we have different tastes in women. And so I was like, well, no, you may like her, but I don't really like her. It's just not my taste. And then we just kind of separated and, started doing our own thing, and we understood what the different type of polys are. We're like, okay, so we're polyamorous. And a lot of people, you know, we started to become more open about it. And a lot more people, you know, wanted to hear, you know, what we were doing, what, you know, hear about our life. And Rufftalk just developed, and here we are. So it really just picked up a lot of momentum, because before I knew it, I was like, so we're polyamorous. Okay. And I don't even remember where this kind of started. You know, it just kind of snowballed, and here we are.
Yeah, so all right, so we got, for time, y'all, we got to cut this right quick for time. So right now we're going to just peace out. We're going to come back at you guys with another segment to this conversation, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, we out, y'all. So
all
peace. Come back.